Why aren't we listening to our bodies more? And our bodies are talking to us all the time. We are inundated with messages from our body that we should listen to. And we're going to talk about that today. And it's pretty damn interesting. And a disclaimer, just I play a doctor on TV, but not in real life. So there you have it. And at the end, we're going to talk about some really awesome solutions that are right in front of our face. And how about this? Do we all get fatigued? You know, we like have our big to-do list and we're like, oh crap, I'm never going to get to that. I'm too tired. I feel like crap. And you think, well, what causes me to be tired? You know, a lot of people, I didn't realize how big sleep apnea is. Like, people stop breathing at night. Like, that's a big deal. Like, a lot of people have that. I didn't know that till recently. It's like, wow. But depression, low metabolism, we see that in this country because most of us are fatties. And all these UTIs, diabetes, dehydration, like we have a lot of reasons why we're fatigued. You know, we work with no breaks. We just keep going. We don't sit and really contemplate our problems and how to solve them. It's a problem. How about do we get overly emotional? Like somebody can say the wrong thing, you know, we like get flipped out. We're like, he doesn't believe the way I believe. He must be the devil. You know, I mean, like we get so fired up so easy. Oh, you didn't love me the way I was supposed to be loved. Oh, God. You know, it'd be like Pat hugging me a second ago and be going, well, God, Pat, now my feelings are hurt. You didn't hug me for 1 second more. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like stupid crap we do in our heads. Like, it causes physical pain to our bodies. It's not right. It's kind of weird. I wanted to read this short paragraph to y'all. The body-oriented approaches are based on a principle that is becoming more obvious to researchers. This guy, Ken Wilber, wrote in The Spectrum of Consciousness, for every mental problem or a knot in our mind, there is a corresponding bodily knot. So wherever we get stress or whatever, we have a corresponding place in our bodies that it goes to, and vice versa. The mind and the body are not two. They are, in fact, one. Whatever we think in our mind, it also has direct effects on our body, and that has been proven over and over and over again, hence the placebo effect. You know, we have all this conflict inside of us. We have guilt, shame, unresolved grief, and it's lodged in our bodies in a big way most of the time. And we can do different manipulations to our bodies that can release some of that stress, breath work, a lot of things to cope with that. But, you know, what causes some of that? You know, a lot of people don't like to be touched. You know, I'm a big hugger. I love hugging. Hugging is really, really a big part of my life. I just love it. And if I can tell you don't like to be hugged, I just feel kind of sorry for you. Like I'm sorry, dude. Sorry you're that way. You know, you have to have some kind of trauma. I would have been emotionally distraught. I'd be like, damn, Brad doesn't like to hug. He must not like me. You know, I could start thinking bad about myself. But no, you know, as time goes on, you realize, hey, some people have been through a lot of crap. You know, they've been abused, they got trauma, they got all these issues, they've been beat up or whatever. You know, we can't help that. But the ones that do like to be hugged, we should be hugging. We should be doing a lot more hugging. It does the body good. It does the body really, really, really good. And it releases these, how do you say that word? Oxytocin, whatever. Thank y'all. And that is a known fact. And so we release these hormones that help us and make us positive. You know, are we overweight? You know, God, I was in Target the other day, like a couple of months ago, and they're just glorifying being out of shape and having heart disease and all of these things. I'm like, you know, there's nothing wrong with whoever you are. You know, like, we don't have to body shame anybody. We don't have to talk bad about them. But to glorify being out of shape is like, not a good brainwashing tool. You know, like that's not what we should be brainwashing ourselves to think is okay, because it's not. You know, the physical effects of that, like we're promoting diabetes and heart disease, high cholesterol, liver issues, high blood pressure, cancers, joint problems. You know, like, oh God, my joints hurt so bad. Well, probably because you're toting an extra 100 pounds around. You know, like your body's not made for that. But we keep eating poison. We keep eating all this crap. We don't do enough bodily movement. We have poor sleep, and you know, we don't give enough hugs. You know, do you have trouble sleep? I have this sometimes. The stresses of life make me want to stay up. I'm like, oh crap, I can't go to sleep. What are the causes of that? Poor diet, lack of exercise. I don't know. I exercise a lot. I didn't. Restless leg syndrome is also a big deal. Like, who knew? Elvis had restless leg syndrome. Who knew these things? But not sleeping good is a heart problem. It's depression. It's joint pain. It's stress. All of these things, and primarily caused by our mind and poor diet and what we're doing. It's crazy. We come out here and stretch a lot. We'll do yoga sometimes. We have all these different activities, especially new people. Like, we just do things different every Sunday, just a little bit. It's really cool. And then some people will go, oh God, I can't bend down to touch my anything. And then they'll make up some excuse why they can't. Oh yeah, I can't. Oh, I was young once. There's a lot of bullshit. Because all you have to do is spend about 5-10 minutes a day doing just a little bit of stretching, and then all of a sudden, after about 3 or 4 months, you're pretty limber. You can tie your shoes again, and you go, oh God, that sure is nice. It's not that big of a deal, but we make it a big deal because of our lifestyle choices. We just think, oh, well, let's eat some more poisoned food. Let's take a bunch more medications. I was just reading an article where there's quite a bit of these different big pharma drugs that give false diagnosis of different diseases because of the side effects from them. And one of them is, Parkinson's and a bunch of other neurological disorders. And you kind of think, well, that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Because one of the side effects is Parkinson's symptoms, and all these, like a whole myriad of other ones. And you're like, I had a friend of mine, his wife was sick for like 15 years. She was just in a wheelchair, she couldn't hardly get around, but she was taking a big bag of pharmaceutical drugs every day. And finally, I think she just gave up on life. She was like, I'm just tired of this crap. I'm tired of it. I'm not going to take it anymore. So she just stopped taking it. About a week later, all of a sudden, she's fine and out of the wheelchair. Like, it was the craziest thing ever. And I've known them for a very long time. I was like, wow, that is amazing. And now she's just out as active as can be. And for like 15 years, she's just bedridden and miserable. You're like, wow, that is something. And she changed her diet. There's a big theme with the diet. Do you get headaches? I know a lot of people, there's some people in here that I know get a lot of headaches. We eat a lot of crap. Eating crap makes us have a lot of headaches. Processed food. I'm talking about outside of, trauma, of course. But even poor posture. If we don't, like the simplest things to us, like if we don't hold our shoulders back, we're just kind of slumping around, and then our body language tells the world, well, I'm not confident, then all of a sudden we're creating all these body language things, and we're telling our mind that, oh, I can't stand up straight. Creates all sort of weird languages in our mind. We overstrain. All of these things are high blood pressure, stress, dehydration, not taking care of ourselves, and just continually eating crap. There's just an ongoing pattern with this. Sometimes this occurs to me, my body feels kind of heavy. Like, I don't know, I just kind of feel like I'm unusually heavy. Like, why do I feel like there's a little weight on me? And it makes me want to jump. I don't know why, it was kind of weird, but I need to feel light. I need to move. But what causes that? It's anxiety, it's stress, it's crappy metabolism. Of course, I'm not drinking enough water. And too many cocktail hours will certainly do that to you. It's really, really bad. Like, I enjoy a cocktail every so often, but some people can't. And whenever I do, I have to have quite a bit of water. And I realized some years ago that that's probably a bad idea. I used to have some business buddies, and we'd have cocktails about 3 nights a week. And I was like, man, that's just a little too much, dude. It wasn't like we were going to a bar and hanging out. Like, we're sitting around a table and, talking and sharing, but we would just do it over cocktails. And I was like, man, there has to be a better way than this crap. How about let's go drink some juice? we sit around and drink some water. Like, that would be great. I have this problem, and luckily my young brother's here today. He surprised me, and he'll massage my neck and my back like a champ. Hopefully he comes more often, and you'll be blessed with one of his massages that are like out of this world, stupid good. But what causes that? Well, one is just being a big fatty. We wear out our joints. We just wear them out. We're like, oh yeah, let's eat some more shit. No! Oh, yep, my joints sure do hurt. Oh, wait, I smoke? oh wait, vaping is way worse than regular cigarettes? Oh, well, that seems like a great idea. Let me do a lot more of that. Oh man, golly, why am I out of breath? Why do I feel like my muscles are tight? Oh, let me vape some more. What a great idea. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing to yourself? You're like, oh man, I'm really hungry. All right, I was in a pissed off mood like 2 weeks ago, I think. I don't know what it was. I was just in a bad mood. And I have not had Taco Bell in 20 years or longer. And I'm just mad. I'm just kind of like mad at myself. And I'm looking at Taco Bell and I'm like, yeah, I'm getting Taco Bell. Screw everything. You know, and I go into Taco Bell and I'm eating it and it tastes pretty damn good. And then I was so surprised it was still pretty cheap. I was like, wow, no wonder people eat Taco Bell. And I'm sitting there and I'm eating it. And then I got finished and I was like, yeah, I'm such a rebel. And then I started thinking, man, you're a dumbass. Like, what did you just do? Like, oh yeah, poisoning myself is great. Like, no, then I felt like crap and I did get a headache. I'm like, man, this is it's a horrible idea, right? It's just horrible. Luckily, Jill has me doing almost every day, 2-a-days. We've been pretty good at it. We've been working out pretty heavy. And I'm pretty lucky and fortunate for that. But come on, Steve, is it really necessary? Is it necessary to do all that vaping? Did Andrew, where did Andrew go? Andrew said he was going to stop vaping. He said he was going to stop. I don't believe him yet. I know he has the willpower. I know he can do it. I know all you vaping people in here, y'all need to cut that shit out like immediately. Like, it's bad. It's bad. Y'all think y'all are doing yourself a favor by, oh, this has to be better than cigarettes. The answer to that is no, it is not. It is not. And it's not difficult to get that ass up and start walking. Just ask Brad. Brad's been walking like, I don't know, what does he say, 15, 18 miles?
15 miles a day.
Nice.
Depends on how much calories. It's really caloric goal.
It's perfect. You know, do you feel generally overwhelmed and stressed out? Most of us do at times. Like, I mean, this happens to me all the time. But what causes that stress? You know, we have bad relationships, financial problems, we don't like our job. Time management is a real big deal. Most people are not real good at time management. Like, they just let life run them instead of manage their time. Like, I see that everywhere. Luckily, that's one thing I don't have to worry about. But, of course, I'll poison myself with some Taco Bell. I'm like, yeah, that's good. Oh, you got great time management with the poison. Oh, that's great. And then we wonder why we get in these patterns, why we get in these ruts. Why do we feel bad? Why don't we feel sluggish? Why can't we just spring out of bed in the morning? You know, all of these things, we have these same things that are happening that we are doing to ourselves. We're not just getting up like Brad and walking. We're not paying more attention like my beautiful cousin. She was just gorgeous. And she wanted to be healthy, and she was fatty, and she turned into this beautiful, beautiful specimen of a human. She was already beautiful on the inside, and she turned her body into a beautiful, like model-esque woman. But, you know, to everybody's horror, she did not think eating organic was a big deal. So she just ate non-stop, non-organic fruit and salad. And then she got cancer because of all the pesticides and died. So we should be real aware of what we are doing to our bodies. Like, oh yeah, that salad, I'm doing so good. I'm going to some little restaurant cafe and I'm eating my salad. I feel all good. I'm not going to be a fatty today. My G's are going to be loose. And then we're still poisoning ourselves like we're driving through Taco Bell. But it's just strange. Like, why do we do this to ourselves? And why are we over-medicating? Man, that is like a lot of people's lives. Like, just a big old plate of crap every day. I didn't realize it was such a big deal, but it is. When my mom was diagnosed with cancer, and of course she beat it holistically because, Mom, you're a badass. They wanted to give her, the original hospitals, all kinds of crap. Like, here, take this big plate every morning with your scrambled eggs and bacon. No, I don't think so. Well, you know, if we listen to our bodies, it's telling us something really, really important. When we're fatigued, we know we're not eating good. We know we're not getting good sleep. So why don't we practice that? Why don't we practice going to bed a little earlier? You know, if we're not getting good sleep, just get in bed a little earlier. Don't go work out right before you go to sleep. Your heart rate's going to be up. You're going to be ramped up. Don't do a midnight walk and think you're going to go have the best night's sleep ever. It's like, it's not a good idea. And we have to give love. Like, the most important thing is, if we are loved, it's because we are giving love. We're extending ourselves out. And if I am extending myself to y'all, y'all are extending yourself back to me, and we create this beautiful cycle of love. And it's fantastic. I mean, I'm really close to quite a few of y'all in here, and it's like the most beautiful thing in my life. Like, it's outrageously cool. Like, some of my new friends, man, y'all are great. If we don't find time to meditate and hit that pause button when crap starts getting really stressful, like, just pause. Hey, just stop. Just take a couple of deep breaths. Go, hey, man, what is positive in my life? Who loves me? Who can I count on? And all of a sudden you go, oh, wait, I have resources. I have people I can call. I can call Laura. And I can call Jim. Everybody else can too. Y'all all have friends. Ryan has so many friends. He has like a roster. It's like unbelievable. He's like one of the luckiest men in the world. And so is Andrew. It's pretty remarkable what we have, that we can take the stress away and just make plans. We have to take action. We just have to get our asses off the couch. We can take a walk. We can. Why not take a walk?
And listen to a podcast.
Yeah. Why not enhance our mind and our body? Why not get involved with a spiritual community, whether it's this one or anyone? Whether whatever. There's so many places to go. I mean, join a chess club. Like, whatever appeals to you. Get involved and make friends. Just whatever it is. We have the ability to be more than we're allowing ourselves to be. And all we have to do is just I like to imagine what my drill sergeant used to do. He would walk up to us all smiling, bebopping, and he would pretend that he was zipping up his drill sergeant, a make-believe invisible drill sergeant suit. He would do it just like this. Morning, boys! And he'd come up and he'd zip it up, and as soon as he got here, he'd be like, drop! Just go like a crazy batshit on us all. And I have used that image that was burned into my mind as a reverse. Like, the negativity that we wear, I can just unzip it and step out of it and smile. And that has served me really well by doing that. And I recommend we all find our little tricks to make our life a little better. And one of those is to give a bunch of big hugs. So I hope before all of y'all leave today, everybody just passes out a whole buttload of really nice, beautiful hugs and love each other. And if that resonates with y'all, come out, because Brad is fixing to give us a fantastic meditation. And if y'all don't know Brad, we're going to put his name real big on the banner right now. Brad. And I love y'all. Thanks for coming. And you are welcome to come out if you have good vibes. If you have bad vibes, leave them on your couch with your fat ass. And I love you. See you later.